Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I'm gonna be super honest with you guys because I always try to be honest. I don't have lots of time to film today, so even though we're gonna do a house tour video, it's gonna be kind of quick. Just a couple of houses, and I did not have time to put on makeup and look good to be on camera today. So I apologize that this is a little shorter than my usual house tour videos. But I hope you guys understand that life happens and I can't always make them an hour and a half long, and the reason I'm super busy is because tomorrow's Thanksgiving holiday in America, and I have to go travel to see my family today. So I have very little time. I've had very little time this week. I've tried to, in 3 days, make 4 videos, edit, render, thumbnail. It's been a lot of work. So I'm trying to make my life a little easier by making this one quicker. Although I'm taking so long in this intro that it's going to be half the video. Anyway, guys, I came across this house. It was just posted 13 days ago. It is $100 million. It isn't Big Sur, kinda explains it, but I just want to look at this estimated monthly payment. Look at that. That is the cost of a normal home, even I would say an expensive home, depending on what part of the country you live in, or what part of the world, a month. So absolutely crazy. 11 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, 8,379 square feet. It is a absolutely massive lot. Clearly, just under 150 acres. So I feel like maybe 95 million of this is just land alone. We can look on the map here if you don't know where Big Sur is. So see, we got, I can't really see the boundaries of the lot, but yeah, so here it is, right here on the coast of California, if you're unfamiliar with the United States. I like how it looks like it's in the ocean from here. Anyway, we are gonna take a look at this, and then I've got one more house that's a funny house, so this one will probably be more interesting, and the next one is going to be a house that I came across on my own, just having fun, and it was so crazy that I saved it to show to you guys. I don't really know how one arrives at this home, so we're gonna start here, which is outside, and go inside. It's clearly this really long, sprawling home, see, really long, and I like the kind of wild organic landscaping out here. I think it's really nice. I don't like super manicured lawns. I think the concept of the lawn in general is kind of sad. It's like a use of space that you just grow grass on, and that just eats up a lot of water. Not very environmentally friendly. Yeah, I love when people use their yards to do useful things. Plant flowers and fruits and vegetables and such. Or just let it kind of grow and look lovely and wild. Is this the front door? I kind of thought that this was the backyard. I'm not really sure. But we're in a hallway outside of the house. We've put lights up around that looks probably really cozy at night. I actually just did something really similar in my living room for Christmas, and I love it so much that I wish that I could have it up year round. I posted this 2 weeks ago, so is this Christmas? Oh, I don't see any other Christmas decorations. I really like all these built-ins. Aside from Like, if we ignore the land, though, you know, I definitely don't think anyone would consider this $100 million worth. It's a nice house, clearly, and it's huge. This room alone is so big, but it definitely doesn't scream opulence or bougie to me, you know. That is an absolutely lovely view, though. Yeah, very, very nice. Like, when you see people who live in these really, really expensive, at least valuation-wise, California homes, I always assume that they were kind of grandfathered in. Like, literally, it was family's land that they bought when the land was actually cheap, and now it's worth millions. And they don't necessarily have loads of money themselves at the time, but they're gonna have it when it sells. Because, like, it doesn't look like people living really lavishly, right? Like, it's quite a dated looking kitchen. It's a nice stove, though. That looks like a really professional kitchen kind of stove. And based on all the servingware and the utensils, pots and pans, I would wager that whoever lives here really likes to cook. I think that's really nice. Oh my gosh. Look at this tiny old stove. I bet they actually use it. You even got a popcorn popper and a nice big old wok. My wok actually looks a lot like that. I would say mine is like more misshapen, but it's like old and used and worn, and I think that adds to the wok charm. And then my next question that I'm just kind of posing theoretically is that, like, this is a really big pantry. It's almost like another kitchen. Surely the people who are going to buy this have to be like land developers, right? No single family home or single family is going to be buying $100 million home to like live in this, right? It's probably going to be a company that develops it for condos or hotels or something, I would think. Today, I wish his soul is loved. That's nice. Every thought would hand happiness. Rain said, little man, believe child. Seen me almost barefoot and ecstatic. A friend will soon surprise you by always kissing a puppy. Know your heart feels essential to come alive, and the sun. Those are really nice. I used to have a set of fridge magnet poetry, and I used to sometimes do that with my family. It's nice to see. It's kind of just homey. Alright. And we got a little cute little nook. Looks like they do bird watching and like stargazing. But you know what I mean? Like, this, no offense, but aside from the land, is not worth $100 million. This is a beautiful view, though. I just have to remind myself that there's like 150 acres of this, otherwise I'm just, you know, flabbergasted. 100 million. Which is kind of sad, because, like, do you think they would tear this down? Whoever would buy it? Or do you think there's anyone that would actually live here after spending 100 million? If I had $100 million to spend and I bought this, I would probably want something like a little nicer. Not that this isn't super nice, but I'd probably renovate it or something, like, you know. So, and I imagine other rich people probably feel similarly. Okay, let's go down this side of the house. Oh, it opens up. Is that like a... No, it's just a doorway. I thought that this swung in for some reason, and it was like a secret bookshelf door. I thought I saw a book that I had. It was not. I even looked at my bookshelf just now to see if it was the same book, because these are really old books, and the book I'm thinking of is an old book. That was, I think, my mom's. Oh, I do like this. How nice. I love a good light feature. I bet this will be a very comfortable room to stay in. All the windows. It looks very private. So yeah, I don't know. You have $100 million to spend. Would you buy this Big Sur property? 100 million, though, is absolutely insane. The amount of zeros. Over $600,000 a month. This is a big walk-in closet. Wow, like linens and things. Wow. Just curious about, who lives here, and like, if they didn't have loads of money now, I feel like they're going to once this sells. So this must be closet, bathroom, and bedroom. But there's more of the house, but I suppose you access it from here. Oh, that's nice. I like all the tall ceilings everything has. Do you think they've been operating it as a B&B or anything? It didn't give me those vibes, but this is a good setup for a B&B, with all the entrances being sort of outside, and there's an ensuite bathroom. Everything does just look a little bit run down, just kind of like needs a fresh coat of paint, needs some cleaning, deep cleaning. But other than that, I do think it's really nice. Okay, you can see we have another bedroom with loads of windows and tall ceilings, and I bet there's another ensuite, right here. So, like I said, it's set up like it could be a B&B. And that was a pretty legit looking stove. I said it looks like they like to cook, so maybe, I know there's a lot of retreats in Big Sur. Well, that's honestly my guess at this point. I think that this is a B&B. Lots of bathrooms. It did say, 8 bathrooms, 8 full bathrooms, I think. And then we've got laundry. See, they have lots of sheets and stuff. In that big closet, there was a lot of towels, and that tipped me off to maybe this is not just a single family home. This garage is making me pretty nervous. The amount of stuff in it. Like, you can't even use it as a garage. It might just be because they're in the process of moving, though, that it's like this chaotic. Did we see how many is that like 11 bedrooms? But I don't think we saw 11 bedrooms. Let's like kind of look in a little bit. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there was all this in the front. Common space. There must be another house. We did see this that said garden house. I wonder if I can like, it doesn't actually take you anywhere though. Let's go through the pictures on Zillow and see if we can learn some more. Okay. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous views. I have to click. Okay. Ooh, wow. That's really pretty. So yeah, where were we? Here? I'd like to see like lot lines for how big it is. Oh, beautiful sunsets. Beautiful fog rolling in. winding, twisting roads. Okay, there's the house. It's very secluded too, it's very private. Okay, there's another house back there. This is not how it just looked in the 3D tour. Do you think that that was like... Did they restage it? Now I'm confused. Show us more pictures inside. We see what it looks like outside. I get it. Was this how it looked? It just, the coloring of everything is really off, like the wall panels, and it makes me think that they've edited the photo to like desaturate the wood to make it like a little more fashionable, because there's something about it that doesn't look like the way it did in the tour, but the rest of it, this furniture does look like how it was. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So now I'm quite confused. This is pretty much how it all looked. Then I want to see if there's more houses. There's clearly other things. What is that? Is that a pool? Show us. Oh, look. How cute is this little house? I wish that they had let us go in these houses. I think that looks so lovely. Oh, it's really cozy inside, and I absolutely love the ceiling and the skylights. Normally I'm not even a huge fan of like open concept, but this is also homey, like you want to stay here with your family. This is odd. I don't know how I feel about this. I always wonder why, like, when a property includes multiple buildings, why they only choose to, like, 3D tour one bit. And, like, no offense to that house, but this place is much nicer looking, or at least it's much more modern looking. So, I would, why don't put your best foot forward and show that, too. Fruit trees. Oh, delicious. This is the same house we just saw. This is a different house, right? This definitely also looks like a retreat. Oh wow, it's super modern inside. So one person currently owns all of this, or like this one company owns all of it. I am so deeply confused. Like, so far we've seen 3 different houses, and that definitely is making more sense with the price. Because if it was just the one house, obviously I know the land is the valuable thing here. It looks really cozy for a retreat. Do you think they do those like silence retreats here? I don't know if I could do one of those. I like the idea of a retreat away from technology. Just like a week away. Just kind of live in here. But I don't think I could be quiet for the whole week. I like to talk to my friends and family, and I'd want to talk to them. Oh, that's really cute. I really wish they'd let us 3D tour the rest of these buildings. Wow, that's absolutely amazing looking. I mean, yeah, I guess I get it. I just still can't fathom 100 million as an amount of money. Because 1 million sounds like a lot to me, so 100 of that is like mind-blowing. As I've said multiple times, it would have to be like a company, a corporation buying this up, I would think. I don't know what individual billionaire or whatever wants to buy this. So it's Heart of Rancho Rico Family Compound. So it's a family compound. Oh, Carmel by the Sea looks so nice. It's within walking distance. Really, it's interesting because it looked super isolated to me. private beach access, 3 houses, a legacy property. See, that's what I was saying. Discreet gated private road, towering trees and cattle, main to meadow, 1,000 feet above sea level. You have 360-degree view, manicured gardens, fruit orchards, outdoor living spaces, an exclusive road to some pristine beach, 80 miles down the Big Sur coastline. Wow. Finally, the opportunity is here to acquire one of the rarest offerings in Big Sur/coastal California history. In 13 days, it's been viewed over 14,000 times, and 905 people have saved it. So, like, that's crazy to me. Who's saving this? You know, best part, guys? No HOA. So, if you had $100 million, what do you think? Would you be buying it? Oh, look. There were more. Wait, we've already seen this. I clicked on the 3 different tours and they were all literally the exact same tour, so I don't feel so dumb anymore. But there's like a video. Maybe we can watch that. I don't have questions. I will not be buying this property. Whoa. Okay, we get it. Can you imagine though the commission on this? Like, oh, I love whales. Can't imagine whale watching from your own house. Oh, amazing. Yeah, like the commission on this one sale alone would definitely like set you up for a while, right? Okay, so is this a car commercial or... Oh my gosh. There's just a guy talking. I'm gonna mute all this, sorry. This is crazy. We got a guy like doing our own like HGTV show talking about the history, I guess, and all that. Really cool, actually. I mean, with these really expensive properties, it makes sense to like actually put a lot of money into selling it with the custom websites and professionally shot videos. Like, I do get it. It's still just crazy to me. I don't wanna really live in this circle, to be perfectly honest. Like, I always say like, oh, we'll never be able to afford these houses and yada yada, and some people will be like, never say never. Like, the thing I'm trying to say here is I don't really want to. I mean, while I like money as much as the next person, I just want like a modestly nice house, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's some sort of trampoline thing. Like, I don't want a house so big or a property so big and expensive that I could get lost in it, for example. And I don't want so much money that, but the problems come with money, right? If I could afford this, then I'm like some sort of billionaire, and you know, there's no real such thing as like being a morally righteous billionaire, right? So I don't want that responsibility of being a multi-millionaire, billionaire, whatever. I just want like a really nice house that I can share with my family and not have the weight of like the world on my shoulders. I'll leave that to other people who do bad jobs of it. Alright, well, okay. So we're gonna do a vibe shift and we're gonna look at this very modestly priced $5.8 million Utah home. It's crazy how like reasonable that sounds compared to the 100 million one. I found this when I was doing like, you know, house touring on my own just for fun, and I was drawn to this weird looking house. I'm like, what in the barn silo is going on here? I had to know what's happening in there. And you guys, I was not prepared for some of the things that I saw inside this house. I just want to point out that it's like a similar square footage to the last 3 homes or however many were on that property put together. But there's only 5 bedrooms and 9 baths. I do actually think that that's crazy. 5 bedrooms in almost 12,000 square feet. Really? Also, this looks deceptively small in a way. Like, this doesn't look like a 12,000 square foot home. But anyway, you guys have to see inside. It's crazy. Are you ready? Okay, let's start at the front door, which is absolutely terrible for privacy purposes, I feel like. Also, it's just the whole thing is glass. Oh my god. I'm not a fan. I guess you'd never, like, wonder who's at your door. I don't know. What I'm thinking of is that I get, like, solicitors coming to my door, or, like, religious people. I was gonna say missionaries. They're not missionaries, but, like, you know, I get people. And, or, let's say, someone delivering something. And sometimes I'm just wearing my pajamas, and I don't want people to see me. So I, like, hide. Even though my door is, like, only has a little bit of window, so you wouldn't really see me. But can you just imagine, like, you just see anyone who's standing there? Maybe it works the opposite way, where, like, having that encourages people to not solicit. I don't know. Anyway, right off the bat, we have a office kind of space. Okay, it's a huge office, and I can see a bedroom through here, which is interesting. I think the barn silo is on the other side, or it kind of is. So there's like a sitting room, the fireplace and everything, and then it opens up. Like, it's crazy that they continued the round wall into the house. Like, it's completely round, it's not just the exterior wall. What is the point of this room, you know? Like, you already have an office, and I assume there's gonna be a big living room. And then what's happening in here? Is this like a TV watching room? Yeah. But how awkward is it to mount a TV on a round wall, right? I do think it's cool that they managed to find a rounded couch. You know, that's kind of cool. I wonder how much it cost. And then we look up, and oh my gosh, it's like a double-story Pringle can. In the McMansion world, this is known as the Pringle can. I feel like the acoustics would be wild in this room, but, like, imagine, like, peering over Volturi style, you know, like your Arrow and New Moon, like, looking down on the people watching TV in here. This is just, like, I saw this and I was just kind of blown away by the outlandishness of it. Okay, guys, gather around. Let's go watch a movie in the Pringle can. Don't mind your uncle leering over the balcony. That's so odd. Okay, we've barely stepped foot in this house. We gotta see more. Okay, we have an absolutely enormous space out here. And now I'm starting to see why it's 11,000 square. Holy cow. I mean, this for some reason reminds me of, like, an IKEA. Like, the huge, just warehouse sort of feeling. This is crazy. Absolutely wild. This is what I mean by, like, I don't usually like open concept too much. Like, this is a bit too much for me, where everything just, I think, would be echoing, and I don't know. It's got one of those double kitchens where, like, this is the show kitchen, and then the real kitchen is back here, which I guess I can't get to, but I like the look of it. I like the green. And I'm kind of surprised that there's, like, another little tiny room in here. See, this one kind of feels cozy. This feels nice. Even if this is, like, some sort of weird fake brick, it looks flat. I think it's just, like, wallpaper. I mean, this probably costs so much money to build. Just put in real brick at this point, right? gosh, look what I just saw, guys. There is one of those actual like water fountain, water bottle filler things. Whenever I see this in a home, it's just amazing to me. Like having something so commercial in your own home when you feel like you are back in school or something. That's crazy. And we got another entrance, side entrance. I like this door more. And garage through here. I'm guessing we got like laundry, powder, bath. Okay, with the pineapple theme. The laundry room is actually kind of small. I figure if you have like 11,000 square feet, you have a lot of people, so you probably would have 2 washer dryers, and that's it. There's not even like a rack to hang up dry clothes or a folding table or anything, or a sink. This is actually probably one of the smallest laundry rooms for one of these multi-million dollar homes that I've seen. And just a bathroom in here. Like, or literally just a shower, I guess. Kind of odd that we have a shower here and a toilet and sink here, but they're separated by the laundry room. Kind of feel like it would have made more sense to put these two together with like another door and then the laundry separate. But what do I know? And another door out to the backyard. Again, we can just peek in. It looks so cute in there. We've got some like basil growing. It's not as tall as my basil. My basil is insanely tall. So if it's planted like down here, it's like up to here tall. It just sprouted up. I'm so proud of it. I can't really be proud because I feel like I've done very little to get this sort of growth. It just was like an accident, so I can't really claim that I did anything. So we have 1, 2, 3 different sort of seating areas. Also, the sink being all the way over here, and is this like a microwave or a pizza? It's a pizza oven, right? Because it's like pizza paddles and all sorts of stuff. Pizza oven and sink over here. It feels so far away from the rest of the kitchen, does it not? Like it's practically in the living room, which is kind of crazy. The TV's too high. Sorry. You guys know I like a TV at a nice height, and that's just way too tall for me. But I don't know, I think if you're sitting in this room, you're not really watching TV. That's probably where they put on like a sports game while everybody's kind of gathered in this room. The backyard is kind of wild. I'm sorry, there's a tennis court literally right next door, or is that part of the property? It must be part of the property, right? And that kind of looks like you'd ride horses. I do see a horse over there. Wow, you can just do everything here. Is that like a covered hot tub maybe? Because the only thing we're missing is like a pool or a hot tub. Alright, we got a lot left to see, guys. We gotta keep going. My guess is that's an elevator. We'll see. I said that I've seen this house, but I only looked at like a little bit of it before I was like, this is so crazy, I want to save the rest for being on camera. Wow, that's a loud bathroom compared to like the very neutral grays everywhere. Like in this room, this is kind of a really sad color for a kid's room, but it is cute. Like how they're using these rope knots as pulls on everything. That's cute for the trundle bed. Although, do you guys think that they have enough pillows on the bed? I don't know. I don't know if they have enough. This also like doesn't seem like a lot of clearance for a kid's head. No? Yeah, I'd want it a little taller. I'd get claustrophobic if I was that kid. I also really love that we have some sort of like little lounge up there, and I desperately want to go up there. I don't think you can. That looks awesome though. Okay, we have a zebra bathroom. And the kids have their own walk-in. Alright. Oh, and the kids have their own laundry. Okay, well that is making more sense, I suppose. This kid's got better closets then. And is this even like a kid's regular room, or is this like the kids' sleepover room? I don't know. I don't know what rich kids are doing, you know? Okay, we have our first adult bedroom in here. Probably a guest bedroom. It's got a separate door out to the tennis court. And quite a nice bathroom. Huge copper soaking tub on a raised platform. I feel like you would stub your toe on that, but okay. It's actually quite a nice bathroom. Are we sure this isn't like, there's no way this is the main bedroom. But it's really nice for a guest bedroom. And you have all these clothes. Maybe this is the main bedroom. Laundry in the, okay, so remember I said I thought there would be two washers and dryers? So far we're up to 3 washers and 3 dryers. Let's keep track, see if there's any more. This is a really big closet to just be a guest closet. So I'm now going off the guess that this is a, oh, I hate when they do that, a main bedroom. Maybe not, maybe there's more than one. Maybe this is a multi-generational family home where, like, you know, the parents are down here, as in like your parents, as in like you're in the middle, you have kids and you have parents, you know, so grandparents. And it connects back to the office. Okay, so now do we go upstairs, do we go downstairs? Let's go upstairs, because I do know something that's downstairs and I want to save it for last, because you guys are gonna lose your freaking minds. That's a promise. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna see something downstairs in the basement that you have never seen, probably in your life or in any of these videos that I've made. My jaw hit the floor. Okay, I know I'm really hyping this up. It will live up to the hype, I promise. Okay, so we've got a little lounge. This is actually a really, really small top floor. Is it not? I kind of expected more, but I guess most of the second floor is just open. Okay, so we have, oh, I thought this was a single bedroom. It is in fact a triple bedroom. This is where Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear all live, I guess. No, this is really awkward, right? Like, I've talked about this before, like in a lot of these mountain homes, like a lot of people will be staying in one home to like ski or whatever you do. And so everyone's staying in one house, so there's usually like a kid's room with bunk beds, which we saw that, and then there might be a bunch of rooms for adults stuck together, but like, I just find that so crazy. Like, imagine staying with your partner, and then also maybe your sibling and their partner's there, and then your friend and their partner, and you just got 3 couples in one room. That's really odd. I find that really odd. You wanna know what's even weirder? What do you think they're all looking at? Oh, just a really, really tall, hard to access living room with a copy of Secret Hitler on the coffee table. What is this, you guys? This is the moment, seeing this, that I stopped my tour and I was like, what on earth am I looking at right now? And this isn't even the crazy thing that we're gonna see downstairs. I am a pretty tall, long-legged individual, but I think even I would struggle to jump onto this. It looks pretty tall. Like if you compare the door. What? Why? I get that this is probably a weird space and that they did what they could with the space, but like, truly bizarre. And why is there no sort of steps leading up to it or anything? You have the room to put steps in. And the fact that it's facing these 3 Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Baby Bear beds. Is that where Goldilocks sits? Like, I'm rambling to cover my confusion. Absolutely would love please tell me your thoughts on this. And then, oh, and then the bathroom is just like open. Also want to point out a urinal in here. Wait, there's not even a regular toilet? Or is that in the other room? I always find it fascinating when we get a urinal in a house. I'm guessing regular toilet in there. But you can just see the sink from there. So again, you're sharing this with potentially 5 other people. And it's just people brushing their teeth at night. And then you'll share a closet with yet another washer dryer. So up to 4 washers, 4 dryers. Like, what is happening in this room? Imagine that this isn't even for like people staying over to do a mountain trip. Imagine that like genuinely a poly couple lives here, a polycule. Oh, okay, that has a whole new level. We're not gonna go into that. Anyway, here we are back at the Volturi balcony. And if you were wondering, oh, is there something cool happening up here in this space? No. No, not at all. There's just a bunch of awkward benches and decorative bookcases. There's like absolutely nothing practical happening in this room whatsoever. I think this is a total waste of space. Why include this? Who actually goes in here? Unless you're taking a phone call to get away from the rest of your polycule in here. I can't fathom what that's for. Okay, that was a really weird upstairs. Time for an even weirder downstairs. Are you all ready? Let's descend into the basement. Oh, by the way, was that a... No, I don't see a... It doesn't look like that's an elevator. Not very accessibility friendly, not very ADA compliant. No, not everyone has to have a lift in their home. Okay guys, time for the wildest basement of your life. Do you see what this is, everyone? Do you know what that is? That's right, it's a trampoline room. Trampoline room. I'll just say it again. Trampoline room. With padded walls and trampoline floor. I'm going to tell you a little story. Just let me ramble for a minute at you. Like a lot of little children in the South, growing up in the South, I was forced to attend church. I did not enjoy it. Like all children, I found it very boring. So my mother would let me take a notebook or a pencil. I think she wouldn't give me a notebook at first because she wanted me to try to pay attention, but then like eventually she gave up and she's like, just bring a notebook. Because how it started was in the pews there were these like little sheets of paper and tiny little golf pencils, and I think they were like prayer requests or something, but I would take them and I would draw all along the back. So eventually she just was like, if you're gonna do that, just bring your own pencil and notebook. And what I would draw, and you guys are probably gonna laugh because I think it's really fitting, like it's very in line with me if you watch my channel, I would draw blueprints for houses. This was my favorite thing to do as a kid. What a weird child I was. What a weirdo. I loved maps, I loved blueprints. I still do, I still love all those things. But I would draw them in church because I was bored. And I often would draw side view cutaway, like dollhouse style rather than top down. That was how I would draw them, because the lines of my notebook paper would be the levels of the house. So we're talking 12-story houses, okay? My house would be enormous. I definitely was drawing some McMansions, and then I would section them off and draw little things of furniture and label like what the different rooms were. And because I had an active imagination, I had some pretty fantastical things in my houses. And a common feature that most of my houses would include near the basement or near the bottom floor of the house is a trampoline room. It's legit something that only existed in my fantasy up until now. This family is living my childhood church fantasy. With an actual trampoline room. I'm so jealous. Is there more to it? Like, I can't tell. This just looks like a regular trampoline. This looks like a big cushy thing. Maybe a gymnast? No, I don't even think. That seems too dangerous for a gymnast. Anyway, thank you for letting me tell you all that story. That's cute. Little like kid play area. So, yeah, that's that. Okay, let's continue with the door. Whenever I see these like basement rooms where they have these like silo sort of windows to get light in here, I don't know, they crack me up. They look funny. They look like you live in a barn or something and you have to escape out the grain silo. Yeah, all sorts of games down here. I mean, I bet they have amazing parties. What's through the double doors? Ah, home cinema, of course. Not even surprising anymore. I've become so like desensitized to these, to be honest. I'm like, yeah, it's a cinema. Yeah, it's a popcorn machine. Yeah, it's a giant projector screen, whatever. I'm super desensitized to it. Okay, we've got another little living room down here. And this basement is way bigger than the top floor. It just keeps going. Another water bottle, of course. And look at that, we have a gym. Big old gym. And probably a bathroom with another. So I believe that we're up to 5 washers and 5 dryers in this house. And I think that is probably it. I like how they didn't know what to label this down here. This is somehow staircase. And I guess there was no preset for trampoline room. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, sorry. Let's go to this floor. So, do you guys see what I mean? Now, this was probably one of the wildest homes. Can we go outside? Yeah, we can. Like, absolutely crazy things happening in this house. What was your favorite part? The polycule room or the trampoline room? This room just confused me. But, trampoline room, that's where I'm living, okay? I'm sleeping over here. Let's see if we can find out, like, maybe more from photos. I do want to see some pictures. Okay, you've seen all this. Yeah. I can't believe it. And they're selling this? They don't want to live here anymore? Crazy. Oh, here's the really cute little kitchen we couldn't go in. I love this. This is my favorite room. Wow, that's a nice pantry. Oh my gosh, look at the like fancy little like coffee. That's one of those fancy coffee machines, right? Very commercial. I want answers about the outside. Do you think they said trampoline room in the description? Okay, so this was definitely the primary suite. It's just, don't you think this is a little small for a primary bedroom? I think, not to brag, but I think my bedroom is a bit bigger than this, which is crazy. I don't have a trampoline room in my house. If I did, I'd be telling you guys about that every day. Every video I'd be like, just was hanging out in my trampoline room, you know. I'd be inviting you guys over, hang out on the trampoline with me. I really wanted to see up in that little loft. I wish that they had taken a picture up there. That's quite pretty wallpaper. I like it. Give us answers. So what do you guys think of this room? Or house? Do you like it or do you dislike it? I like parts of it, and then parts of it just baffle me. Like this. What was the architect thinking? Or the interior designer? What? Why? This? Why? Why are we doing this? Why does the Pringle can need a second story? Yeah, baffling questions. I'd love to have heard the architect's thoughts, and they're like, yeah, we want in the basement for there to be like a giant trampoline section. like trampolines in the floor. Although in my little houses that I would draw, the walls would have trampolines in them as well, so you could bounce off the walls. So I'll say they didn't quite match my dreams, but that is the closest I've come. Well, what was this? I didn't see that. Okay, then we have like a field for like walking horses and like hot tub thing. And a tennis court, apparently. Like that is part of the house, no? Maybe it's not. Maybe this is not a field for walking horses, but this is the end of the property. Now I'm confused. Let's go into the... Oh, here we go. So yeah. So there's gonna be a pool. So I'm confused. They haven't done this yet. That's why there's construction. So there's gonna be a play area. Pool. Huh. Like it also says garage, but like that's just the house. Now I'm really confused. Give us answers. So has anyone lived here before them? Yeah, it was built in 2022. One of the home's standout features is its landmark silo. Oh yeah, it stands out alright. It adds character and charm to the property. If you say so. Silence character. Okay, yes. Whether hosting a lively party where you all stay in one room and look at a couch, or enjoying a quiet evening by the fireplace in your grain silo. Okay, yeah, big kitchen. Yeah, pizza oven. That was fun. The adjacent butler's pantry is a very modest way of putting it. It's literally, as it says, a second kitchen. 5 generously sized bedrooms. Yeah, one offers ample space, absolutely. The primary bedroom is a true retreat. Kind of small, as I said. Like the bathroom was the same size as the bedroom. Whether you prefer to do a quick load of laundry in one of the closets or tackle larger loads in the dedicated laundry room. Yeah, it was quite a laundry setup. Descend downstairs, the fun continues with an in-home bounce house with a custom trampoline and bag jump airbag installation that will delight guests of all ages and bring out your inner child. Wild. So I'm confused. Did someone custom make this home, or did they just build this? Did an architect and home planner, whatever, just build it and they were like, yeah, someone will want this indoor trampoline room? And I'm still confused about the landscaping and whether or not that tennis court might be the next house. Can I actually look at the lot lines? Do you think it will show me? So that is not their tennis court. Okay, so they were planning to put in a tennis court down there. It's a really long property. So all that dirt and all that wasn't for like walking horses or something, and the horses I saw must have been neighbors' horses over here. This is truly a like bizarre, like you're squeezed in there. I feel like you would hear your neighbors playing tennis all the time, but then I guess if you are playing tennis. Also, can I complain about one more thing? This trend, 616, I don't like this trend of writing out the address. And I was walking around my neighborhood with one of my friends the other day, and we saw a house that had done this, and we pointed it out and we said, it looks funny. But not only that, we commented on the fact that it was very hard to read, kind of like this. Cursive is kind of difficult to read, and so we were like, odd choice when people use cursive. And my friend points out, like, imagine if you're trying to deliver something and you don't read English super well. How annoying is that? Like, numbers are really easy. Like, most people can learn numbers in a language really quickly and easily. But reading the words is maybe a little harder. So And we live in a really diverse area where there are loads of non-English speakers, so we're just like, it's a terrible sort of system. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And it's so unnecessary. And I said, I think like a lot of these big, expensive, multi-million-dollar homes started doing it as a trend, and it just took off. And now you see really modest homes, like normal priced homes doing the same thing. But I still see the multi-million-dollar ones doing it. Anyway, that's been the end of this little rant. I see, even though I said it was going to be short, it's still a decent sized video because I managed to dedicate more time to each house. And boy, was there a lot to see. Please let me know your thoughts on this house. I'm sure like the first one was kind of interesting. It's more just like fascinating how expensive it is, but this house was truly something else, and I can't stop staring at that awful silo. I really don't like it. I've seen houses with much smaller silos and I still didn't like it, but this one is absolutely enormous, and it looks like it's just stuck on the house and it doesn't belong, and it's awful, and I'm not a fan. Can you tell? Can you tell I'm not a fan? Okay. Thank you guys for putting up with me, and I'm about to go have a nice holiday weekend. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving if you celebrate, and I know I'm late, but I hope you're having a great winter holiday season, and I'll talk to you all next time. Nighty night, everybody.